As we look at the spirit of America and celebrate 250 years, we are showcasing how communities and companies all over the U.S. are investing in America. Well, for decades, the Susan B. Anthony Museum and House right here in Rochester has preserved the activist's legacy in her own hometown. Now the landmark is working to expand how they share her story for generations to come. It's a step back in time on Madison Street at the former home of women's suffrage leader Susan B. Anthony.
We really try to help people understand Susan B. Anthony's personality, her views, but also want people to challenge their knowledge.
For over 80 years, the property has run as a museum, each room tailored to the way Anthony kept her home from the mid-1800s until her death in 1906. Allison Hinman is the museum's newly named president and CEO.
We're continuing to try to instill Susan B. Anthony's spirit in those that come and visit, and we are so excited about the different ways that we're going to engage people in her life, but also in how that work continues today.
The museum welcomes tours of local students 6 days a week, as they've done since the 70s, and soon that growing traffic will expand down the street. A $25 million visitor center is in the works to help tell Anthony's story more effectively. More than half of the funds needed for the 15,000 square foot building have been raised so far.
It will have immersive and theatrical elements that help people understand how challenging the work was at that time, but also reflect on the work that's happened since the 19th Amendment was passed and ratified. It will allow us to reflect on how people advocate for change today.
In 2024, the Susan B. Anthony Museum and House became a designated early voting site, drawing thousands of voters at the same place Anthony was arrested for illegally voting in the presidential election over 150 years earlier. For many, it's also become an election day tradition to place their voting stickers by her gravesite at Rochester's Mount Hope Cemetery.
I think when you think about investing in America, she dedicated her life to creating a more equitable world for everyone. The Anthony family pillar in Mount Hope Cemetery says humanity, liberty, justice, and equality. Those are the values that rooted the family's work, rooted her work, and they're the values that are rooted here in the museum.
Amazing history here at home, and the landmark is relying on community donations to help fund their expansion. To learn more or to contribute yourself, we'll have more details at rochesterfirst.com.
Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 on demand, plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.